Hello everybody and welcome back to WWE Universe. My name is Jitch and this is NXT on a Tuesday night, coming your way with Michael McGillicuddy kicking things off here tonight in a very rare cross-brand promotional match.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Chamberlain, Minnesota, weighing 232 pounds, Michael McGillicutty.
Following his victory over over Husky Harris last week, Brodus Clay was met with a stare down from the tag team of David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy. No one really understands why this happened, but Brodus has requested that he faces at least one of the two. David Otunga is set to fight for the ECW Championship in our main event tonight against Wade Barrett. So tonight it'll be Brodus Clay up against this other newcomer, Michael McGillicuddy. A very interesting matchup, to say the least. I don't really know quite why Otunga and McGillicuddy did what they did. No one does, but Brodus seemed interested in it. So it's been granted by both Mr. McMahon and Teddy Long that these two will face off despite being on opposite brands. He looks very lost as he comes on down to the ring. And oh, there's... okay. But why? What the hell?
Oh man, this isn't good.
David Otunga trying to make a name for himself all over again, I suppose, on NXT. I really don't know what could have provoked David Otunga to want to do this to Brodus Clay. This incredible beast of a guy. And McGillicuddy and Otunga, they seem to want to get their hands on him for some reason. I'm not sure why. I really can't make any sense of it.
Oh no! Oh my, he splattered on the concrete.
McGillicuddy looking for that early advantage that came with the blindside from Otunga. These two are obviously looking to be a bit of a mainstay here on NXT. Anyway, we've got an interesting match card for you here tonight on NXT as we're kicking things off with this rare cross-branded match. Generally, if we have one of the... well, only ever when we have one of these, it's usually... or it's always... sorry, I need to stop saying things that aren't correct. It's always for the ECW Championship. That's the only time we ever see people from opposing brands face off. That's the reason some of your Hardcore Championship votes have been dismissed. Because I don't listen to you guys, because you voted for someone on SmackDown and it's a Raw Championship. The ECW title is the only cross-branded title, which is really the reason that it exists. It's supposed to be that top-tier championship for those that seek to pursue it, that need that little bit of elevation. And I gotta say that, like, there's just something about Michael McGillicuddy and David Otunga. They seem to be almost happy just being here on NXT. Now they're even trying to cross over the brands. But yes, tonight we've got some interesting matches up coming your way as we're going to be seeing this matchup kick things off. We've also got up next a call out from the Bella Twins, who are tired of hearing about these highly anticipated debuting two women on the Raw brand. So they've called them out to a tag team match to get that ball rolling. It's been weeks now and we still don't know who they are. So apparently we'll be seeing the debut of two mystery women joining the Raw roster as they face off against the Bella Twins. Also, in our main event tonight on NXT, as you may have already guessed, we are going to be seeing a ECW Championship match. It's going to be David Otunga set to go one-on-one with the ECW champion Wade Barrett. Former tag team partners in the Nexus are set to face off against each other. Didn't realize that he had a side signature, otherwise I would have gone for it. And he's looking for the McGillicutter.
Nice spinning neck breaker. He thinks he has
This hasn't really been a very fair match. I don't think that if these two had faced off against each other in a traditional formatted match, that would have gone that way. But the attack from David Otunga seriously helped Curtis Axel, Michael McGillicuddy, get that victory here tonight. And here's Otunga again. What's he doing now? Oh, what the hell? McGillicuddy. Oh, seriously? I don't understand. What is these two's problem? Well, the time has finally come to find out who the two new women on Raw are. At long last, the Bella Twins have decided they're going to speak up and call them out. And we're going to get that answer in just a moment as we await their arrival. The Bella Twins. That's right, the Bella Twins coming on out. First appearance they've had in a little while. They've decided that they are going to team up tonight and they are going to bring it to whoever's decided to join the Raw roster. They want to take over the Raw Women's Division. They want to be the ones to dethrone Tiny Shiny. They want to be the top stars of Monday nights. And they are not getting that spotlight, so they're taking it here on NXT. And they're going to take it to Raw as soon as they get the chance. So I guess we'll find out who the competition is.
And their opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Okay. Well, we got Trish Stratus out first, joining the Raw roster. A well-respected, I guess you could say, legend in the business. Known for her flippies and her ability to, I don't know, kick. She's out first, and her tag team partner in this match is terrifying.
From Carlsbad, California, Karma.
Well, this is the debut of the big bad Karma joining the women's division. Let's just hope that she's not named the #1 contender anytime soon, because that's quite a big, scary lady to have facing off against someone whose name is literally Tiny Shiny. I guess we'll see how this goes down. That is a very blank stare. Well, the Bella Twins don't seem too afraid of her. I mean, realistically, who's to say how terrifying someone is until you've actually seen them in action? This is her debut. Okay. Well, time has come.
We're off, and this tag team match is so
Trish Stratus and Karma, don't expect them to be a regular tag team, but here tonight we're seeing some women's tag team action. I think this is the first ever women's tag team match we've seen, as Trish Stratus teams up with Karma to face off against the Bella Twins, the only tag team that we've got in the women's division. Actually, that's not true. We've got the Divas of Doom over on SmackDown. And Karma is in, which I can only imagine spells bad news for anybody. Anybody that's up against her, that is. I don't imagine it's bad news for Trish Stratus. No disrespect to Trish Stratus, but realistically, you take someone that looks like Karma and you put them in the wrestling ring with people that look like the Bella Twins, they're in for a bad time.
Will it be?
Yeah, it won't be. Referee. Why can you even target him if he just reverses everything in this game? I don't understand. I don't mean to target him, it automatically does it if I'm too close to him. Okay, sure. There comes, I believe, Nikki Bella, and literally only know the two apart by the fact that one of them wears camo. And that's Nikki Bella's experience with Karma in one simple move. I don't even know if Trish Stratus is really needed in this match.
Between the eyes. Karma. Nikki, right on the money. Uh-oh, this is bad.
Oh, this could be good. Could have been good. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh! Watch out here! Oh!
Flattened once again. Continuously. Okay, there you go. Reversal. I mean, I respect that Trish and Karma, they've got no tag team chemistry. They're not twin sisters like their opponents.
Karma can do that to you. You might as well give up.
But they've been willing to come out and compete and team up tonight despite it.
And the ref sees the tag.
Bella Twins aren't exactly notorious for picking up victories though, so
Good teamwork there.
you can only applaud them so much for their bravery.
And the ref starts the count. She's back out on the apron.
We've got Trish Stratus back out now. Haven't really seen a whole lot of action from her in this matchup. Definitely two very different types of people. As we know, Trish Stratus very known for her flippy doos.
Trish has her. Now taking a moment to feel those ribs, and King, it appears that there may be some internal damage. It looks like it. Those ribs
That's the
have been
tag out
targeted
from
so
Nikki
many
Bella
times
as
over
Brie
the course of
Bella
this
comes
match.
in, and
I wouldn't be shocked if one or
we
two
are
maybe
seeing
crack right now.
Brie Bella now just get manhandled. Bella Twins obviously thought they had a better chance in this match than they do. A part of me almost feels sorry for the Bella Twins. But it's a part of me, and it's almost.
And Brie comes up with a vicious counter. Oh, look at this. This woman, Karma, is a whack job. There's something horrible.
Whack job!
Oh, this is scary. Oh, decimation.
What is this? Oh, God!
That should do
A
it.
gigantic sit-out powerbomb.
She's seen it up, and here she
Well,
comes.
that was it.
Karma wins.
That was all it took. The Bella Twins were crushed in this match. I'm going to just stop it there. Karma wouldn't act like that. So that's it. That's the debut of Karma and Trish Stratus as they get a victory in their debut match in which they team together. I highly doubt we'll see these two work together in the future. But up next, the ECW Championship is on the line as Wade Barrett defends against former Nexus teammate David Otunga. And I've got to say, Otunga and McGillicuddy, they've tried to make sure that they make an impact here tonight. Barrett could actually be in trouble. We have been informed that due to respect for the ECW Championship, both general managers have agreed to work together to ensure that McGillicuddy is escorted out of the building and kept away from the arena and this match. The ECW Championship set to be defended here tonight. Wade Barrett's 47th night as champion.
Following contest is for the ECW Championship. Choosing first, the challenger from Hollywood, California, weighing 250 pounds, David Otunga.
It was officially yesterday on Raw that Wade Barrett tied Ezekiel Jackson as the longest reigning ECW champion, and it was today on NXT that Wade Barrett was named the longest reigning ECW champion by a single day. All he's got to do now is make it through David Otunga tonight, and he can carry on that reign and continue to be a top dog here on NXT. Some are starting to believe that Wade Barrett is beginning to become a little too big for an ECW title and NXT, but obviously He's planning on holding on to that as long as he can. He wants to know what the secret reward that you get for a certain accolade being hit.
And his opponent, the ECW champion, Wade Barrett.
ECW title comfortably around the waist of Wade Barrett, who defended it just last week on ECW. He was made to defend it against Ted DiBiase, another superstar from Raw, partner of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, as an apology for the lack of booking that he's been getting since Cody Rhodes has been out with an injury. However, Cody Rhodes returned last night on Raw, which should potentially get them back into business. However, who's to say, after Cody Rhodes was victimized and clearly not cleared to compete wearing that face mask, the ECW champion Wade Barrett set for this matchup against David Otunga. This should be an interesting match. Definitely a very different match. Not entirely sure what we can expect. These two former Nexus teammates against each other. This is a very personal issue. Justin Gabriel, you know, I'm sure he's watching on, enjoying this. He's got his sights set on that title at the moment, as Justin Gabriel has been struggling to pick up victories since losing the United States Championship.
There's the bell, and here we go.
A very quick suplex by Wade Barrett to start this one off. Wade Barrett always made sure that David Otunga knew he was below him when it came to the Nexus.
Out of the ring. The steps coming in, making that move.
It was actually David Otunga that was the very first guy to defect from the Nexus when he took exceptional notice of the fact that he wasn't being treated like an equal amongst the group. David Otunga had begun pursuing the United States Championship held by Kane. He was getting no assistance from his Nexus teammates Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett, but when Wade Barrett set his sights on Kane in the United States title, it was a 3-on-1 handicap match instead of the standard 1-on-1 contenders match, and you know, obviously it would have continued had it not been for the fact that Otunga immediately said, "I'm sticking up to this, I don't like this." Now Otunga seems to be trying to start some kind of revolution of his own with him and McGillicutty. Meanwhile, Barrett has not looked for any new teammates. He's clearly quite complacent just being on his own.
Oh man, he got turned inside out. Oh my God.
Beating the hell out of David Otunga, who assaulted Brodus Clay earlier in the night.
He game plans before every one of his matches.
I'm sure Brodus Clay would love to see David Otunga. I was about to say hate, but actually I think he'd love to see David Otunga win the ECW title, because then that means he could potentially be in line for a championship opportunity down the line. Oh, excuse me.
The ECW Championship in the balance. Oh man, how much damage did that cause to the neck?
Otunga all offense.
King, what do you think David A-List Otunga needs to do now?
Barrett thinks he's already got this one over with.
And a kick out by
Some incredible confidence in the hands of Wade Barrett there.
If this is your first time getting a look at David Otunga,
and his forehead gets driven down
Look at
into
this.
the turnbuckle.
Wade Barrett was just going to repeatedly smash Otunga's face against the turnbuckle. He obviously decided that enough was enough with that pretty quickly.
What do you think of that haircut on Otunga, King? It only cost him $295.
makes sense to me. Where do you go for your haircuts, Michael? The school for the visually impaired?
Oh!
And the boot connects with the abdomen. The tension, the drama. This is electric.
You've seen some real competition being brought to David Otunga here. Wade Barrett making it his mission to remind David Otunga that he was the inferior member of the Nexus. And obviously that's only been reinforced by the fact that when you look at the former Nexus trio, Justin Gabriel held the US title, Wade Barrett held the US title, David Otunga has not yet won a title, Wade Barrett is now in his second title with the ECW Championship. Unfortunately, everything Barrett has said about the Nexus has been proved true so far.
This young man, Wade Barrett, is so dangerous, both physically and mentally. This is a grueling championship match. Nobody wants to lose this opportunity.
Wade Barrett going to work.
Nice, well-placed kick to the ribs.
David Otunga's managed to quickly turn around the pace of this match.
Is on the line.
Barrett with oh, hang on a second, that was very sudden.
Oh, huge impact.
Wasteland connecting on David Otunga.
1, 2.
And Wade Barrett is still your ECW champion. The longest reigning, most successful defending ECW champion we have seen so far. His third successful defense, his 47th day as champion. Wade Barrett continues to rule Tuesday nights. As we know, that title is not exactly defended every single week, despite these past 2 weeks either. Barrett has been a great fighting champion. Wow. Well, there you go. Congratulations to Wade Barrett on retaining the ECW Championship once again. Oh. And here come the Celtic Cross. Congratulating Barrett. I'm actually going to roll with this one. I'm kind of curious where they're going with this. The Celtic Cross from Raw, the World Tag Team Champions, proud of their friend, I guess, Wade Barrett. So congratulate him. I don't quite know where this is going. I'm open to this one. But congratulations to Wade Barrett on this victory, as I'll see you guys this Friday in SmackDown, because there's definitely not a show that we acknowledge here on NXT that happens on Thursdays. No, not at all. So I'll see you guys wink on SmackDown.